And welcome back to another video. In my last video, I was talking about that lightsaber. And in this video, in the other video, I was like, if you guys want to see a video on this, then just make sure hit the like and stuff like that. And so I'm gonna do a video on this for today. So basically, this is my replica of Yoda's lightsaber. Pretty cool lightsaber. I'll add in a picture. So yeah, this is a pretty close replica to it. Now, I'm sure there's probably better replicas, but this is what I came up with. So this is a very cool hilt that I made, I think a year ago. A lot of these things I've built a year ago, or at least a long time ago. I still remember battling with this, even though, it would break every time. But, you know what I mean. It was still fun. Anyway, so basically just to start off, here's the emitter. So we got that nice, iconic Yoda emitter. So it kind of goes all the way around. And I added this piece right here to reinforce the main emitter section. Because if this piece wasn't there, this thing would go back and forth because it's just connected by this one piece right there. Now, then we go down here. And a lot of these details are pretty similar to the real thing. But not quite because, Yoda's I don't think had these grooves and stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to look in the picture that I'm going to put in that you saw a little while ago. But, yeah, right in the middle of the screen right here, I'll put the dimensions. So, yeah, there you go. Anyway, next up we have the control box area. So, basically, this has got like the little red and green switch. And so that's pretty cool. So also this is a Shoto hilt. So basically with Yoda, he's very small, So his lightsaber was very small because he only used it. Oopsies, sorry about that. He only used it usually in one hand or two hands. I mean, actually, he used it in both hands, but his hands are very small. So this is his Shoto saber. So if you saw my last video, I believe the dimensions was like 10 and a quarter or something like that, like long and stuff. This is going to be much shorter because, of course, it's a Shoto. So anyway, down here towards the grip the grip section, we got down here the main area. So this is, since it's got those little groove areas, now it doesn't look maybe as like sleek, but it does make for a very good grip. So yeah, and then we have the pommel. So we got that nice little piece right there to end off, and I made sure to put that piece right there so it would block off the these circles and stuff, mainly right there. So I'll just stick that back on. So also, now that's basically a good look at the hilt. But this hilt, if you guys want to see a tutorial on this, make sure to leave a comment down below because I really would want to know if you guys want to see a tutorial on my videos, like in my videos. If you guys like any of my things that I build, make sure to hit the like button and comment down below if I should actually do a tutorial on some of my, builds. I won't be doing a tutorial on some bigger builds because that would be just take, forever. But I will do tutorials for, hilts like this and maybe other small things that, pretty simple to build, come apart in little sections that you can build along with me and stuff like that. Anyway, now also on this hilt, this whole thing it basically can come apart. So this section right here comes apart just like that. And then this main section down here, this whole control box just slides off the axle. And then of course this pommel just kind of sticks on to the bricks by that piece. But basically, yeah, so this is why it'd be an easy tutorial, because everything kind of just comes off in its own sections. So this is the main grip section. So the cool thing about this though is, let me just bring over this hilt. Sorry, I wasn't really planning on doing this, but as you can see, this hilt, I can actually take off the emitter too. And I can, if I just take that off, just put this emitter on this hilt. So now you get a good look at that. That looks pretty cool. So that's the cool thing about this, is if you ever really wanted to, you know, make your own hilt with like different parts and stuff like that, you can, because you can swap them out because it's Lego, you know. So yeah, this is the emitter. Now the switch section, you know, comes apart like this. So, but yeah, I just wanted to show you that feature about this saber, is that everything just basically comes apart modularly or whatever. So, yeah. But yeah, so now, I guess next I can show you one of the other things about this hilt. Man, this thing's a little bit stuck. Alright, there you go. One of the other cool things is I have a blade here. Now, yeah, so this is just a small, tiny little blade, because it's Yoda's hilt. So basically, if you take this whole section off, well, not this whole section, but this section right at the top here, and you take out these two pieces right there, you're left with this main emitter. And this is what I was talking about the, you know, moving around thing. This is what was happening before I added those pieces. But then if you take your blade, you just kind of, so there's these axle pieces right there. I don't know if you can see that. Basically, of course, it's Lego, so it just clips in. Now, if your thing doesn't really line up as well, oh wow, this thing just came off. The end cap came off. Oh, sorry about that. So basically, you're gonna have to make this so it lines up in the proper area, so you just can switch it around and stuff. But then this basically just comes down, and this basically just comes down, and if it wants to do it on me here, it does that. So it clips together, and then you got yourself a nice blade and stuff. The only areas where it really will like wobble and things like that is the sections where it comes apart. Not below here as much. It will turn, like, depends on where you're holding it, but usually I would hold it up here. Now it doesn't wiggle too much up here, but it does wiggle. What you're hearing is this part down here. So yeah, that's just something to think about. So yeah, also with the Lego axles, they are pretty strong, you know, but they're not that strong, so you know they can bend quite a bit. So yeah, that's just something to know. But I don't really know what else to talk about on this hilt. Make sure, if you guys just want to see some kind of tutorial on this or anything like that, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and I guess bye.